Hey, welcome back. Now we have a Blackboard key called target, and when we get into close enough proximity, namely we are overlapping with the agrosphere, then that target gets set thanks to our overlap function callback. Now, this target here, we can take a look at it. It's got a value of none before we overlap, and if we go ahead and overlap with the enemy, then it gets populated with our character. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our behavior tree. And here we have some move to nodes that move to a specific Blackboard key, and we have these set to our patrol points, which are vectors. Now, what if we want to move to, say, an actor, for example? Well, if we click the drop-down, we'll see that we have self-actor. That's that default object key that was there when we created our Blackboard, but we don't see that target key. Why is that? Well, that's because move to can move to either a location, which is a vector, or an actor. And if we go back to our Blackboard, we'll see that our target is a key with the type object. And if you look in the Blackboard details under key type, if that's not open, click the drop down to open it, and you'll see a base class property, and it's set here to object. If we look at the self-actor and click the drop-down for key type, the base class is actor. And that's why we can choose that in our move to node when we're choosing the Blackboard key for the target to move to. Now, if we want to be able to move to the target, we can change the base class from object to actor. So let's go ahead and search for actor and choose actor for the base class for target. Now, if we go back to the behavior tree and click on one of these move tos, in the Blackboard key dropdown, now we will see target. So let's see what happens when we use move to with our target Blackboard key. Well, I want to keep this sequence in all of our nodes here, so I'm just going to hit Alt and click on the bar at the top of the sequence node and highlight all these and move them to the side. Now I'm going to drag off of the root and create a new sequence node. And from here, I'm just going to create a new move to task. So I'm going to click the drop down and select move to. And for this move to task, I'm going to change the Blackboard key to target. Now our behavior tree will only execute this move to task and move to the target. Now let's go ahead and hit save and let's play test this. I'll go to viewport and viewport 2, Alt P to play, and let's see what happens when we overlap with that agrosphere. Now the enemy is chasing us. And the enemy is going to continue chasing us because that is all that exists in the behavior tree. Now, notice that the enemy stopped chasing us here because we moved outside of the nav mesh. That nav mesh bounds volume ends somewhere right there, and we ran past the edge of that. So now our enemy is no longer able to chase us. But if we run back inside the volume, now the enemy will chase us around. So this shows you how the move to works. And this enemy is going to continue chasing us because that is all that exists in the behavior tree. So now we know that we can use the move to task not only with vectors but also with actors. This is going to be key when having our enemy chase the player. So remember, in order to be able to move to a key, it has to derive at least from the actor class. So we have to set the key type base class to actor if we want to be able to use move to and use that key as a move to target. So this will conclude this video. We now know how we can move to an actor. In the next video, we're going to work on making our enemy even more intelligent by giving it different things that it can do in different scenarios. So we'll see you in the next video.